What's good, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk, tapping back in with another one, guys. And once again, we got to get off into everything going on in the YouTube prison community. As y'all know, if you guys were tuning in, Jay Coffee Talk was bringing you guys these updates, analyzing, breaking everything down, discussing it with y'all in that comment thread. And one of the things we were speaking heavily about was the movement to get rid of the one that moves like Epstein. You feel me? But, I got kind of lost my momentum a little bit, but we're back here now and we're speaking on it. And tap in, y'all, right? We seen Coolio come out this morning. If y'all didn't see it, link pinned below in my comments where, I react to it and chop it up with the people, the statement that Coolio made. And that speaks volumes, right? Because peep it, Coolio was truly just felt disgusted, betrayed, taken advantage of, exploited, all that and above and much more. You know what I mean? And as I seen someone put in the comments when we were talking about this, someone basically said, you see Coolio's reaction? That's a normal, logical person's reaction when they find out someone, who is on the scene is no good and is a sick, twisted individual, flat out. You know what I mean? Like I keep speaking about that, it's wild things even got to this point where that many people were drinking the Kool-Aid. But nonetheless, Coolio chimes in and just keeps it super funky. Yo, I can't believe I let that get by me. I can't believe I flucked with your ass. And you know what? I feel like a part of what Coolio, he's hot regardless. He's mad regardless. But I think another factor that he really didn't speak on, but we kind of were discussing in my video, right, was that, he reportedly helped bring this man to a community. You know what I mean? Helped get him a spot. And I feel like Coolio is thoroughly beside himself that he was a part of this. But you heard him. I ain't fixing to wrestle, fight. I got hot lead and ceramic for that ass. Don't say a damn word. Don't talk to me. I done blocked you. You're no good. And flat out, it's really a pretty plain and simple situation, as we've been saying all this time. So many people have been debating back and forth all this extra-ish about the system and this and that and plea bargains and the court process and all this extra ish. And it's like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You were charged with something. You went in there. You pled guilty. You said what you did. And you got hit with 10 joints off it. Ran concurrent with something else. You're no good. And I feel like this just kind of solidifies that the momentum is continuing to trend against the Epstein-like individual, and it's going to continue to go that way. You know what I mean? They're over there talking that real extra-ish, everyone's a clout chaser, everyone's this, everyone's that, like I said, they were constantly talking about, oh, it don't matter what y'all say whatever you want, it just brings us more subscribers and more money. And it's like, well, then why are you trying to sabotage everything everyone's saying? Why are you trying to come at everyone? Because you're scared. Because it's the facts. You know what I mean? And we've all discussed on my platform, on a bunch of other platforms, wicked, deviant-like individuals who prey off people and hurt people, rely off manipulation as heavily as one of the tactics that they operate on. You know what I mean? And those days are pretty much up. You feel me? And as I pointed out before, we were in a live last night. I was on someone else's platform talking about this, and it came up. A lot of people personally, like the circle, the cycle of evil and of people being violated and everything. That horrific cycle, you know what I mean, has affected a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Either personally themselves or someone's close to them or something of that nature where they've, seen the way the evil, wicked-ish, affects people, and they have a personal feelings and moral feelings to speak out against it. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't it so twisted for people to be speaking out against some disgusting foul-ish, and then that to get, called clout chasing or like some kind of fad? It's like, no, you're no good. And once again, y'all, this ain't gonna stop. You can see it's not gonna stop. You feel me? Hit the comments, everyone. Let me know your thoughts. But as we see, you know what I'm saying? Advertisers are backing out. You know what I mean? People are stopped showing up to events. The authorities are looking into things. And yes, once again, the authorities are looking into things. And that's a fact. You feel me? And, as always, as I got to put it out there, J Coffee Talk is a square. You know what I'm saying? I blog on different content that I watch, and I've always been a fan of the YouTube prison community. And that's kind of how we got all into covering this, and people just ain't supporting the weirdo-ness no more. You know what I mean? But it's kind of wild if you really look at the way this all transpired, right? And it really shows, as I talked about manipulation and whatnot, that's the way wicked Epstein-like demons operate, with that heavy manipulation tactics. If you really look at it all, it shows the actual stupidity and audacity. You feel me? Because we know this all started from the demon hopping in Milk 7-4 and Pino's situation and getting all extra out. You know what I'm saying? Once again, talk about clout chasing. The demon was all up in the mix, trying to get the lowdown on the gang. That's another thing with Coolio. Coolio came around trying to give this man legitimate advice, like, yo, be safe and all that. And then he went and took names and things he heard from Coolio and went out there and started name dropping people and making fake pull-up videos and just doing a lot of extra out sucker-ish. Once again, where that pull-up video was so fake, and it just shows the stupidity of that individual to think that was going to work, and it just shows if he would have stayed out of all this, he might have been able to continue on without people, really putting the pressure on him, because there was a lot of people buying the BS, and, Milk 7-4 was relentless, he would not let up the pressure, and here we are today, you feel me? I really feel like Coolio and Milk 7-4 should link up and do some kind of collaborative effort, whether it be an interview and they talk about the whole situation or whatever the case may be, because we all wondered, did Coolio know? That hurt a lot of us hip hop fans or just fans of the music and the culture. Like, yo, Coolio's rocking with this guy. But we saw, like I stated in my video when I was reacting to Coolio earlier, Milk pointed it out when he reacted to that ish that they were doing. He said, yo, when he's asking, well, why does this guy not like you? He's like, it's because of the Pino situation. Nah, man. Milk, remember, Milk pointed that out. He said he don't really want to tell him why. And now Coolio has come forth. And I really feel like they should link up and do something. Hit the comments and let me know if y'all agree. If y'all do agree, everyone go tap in, Instagram at Coolio. Comment, let Coolio know. Tag him, tag Milk. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be, the right move for what to happen next. You feel me? Now, what do y'all think about everything else going on in the YouTube prison community, yo? You know what I mean? Like, when this movement was first really kicking in and gathering momentum, you know what I'm saying? We have spoke about how a lot of people were saying, yo, this seems like the first time ever that everyone within the YouTube prison community is seeing eye to eye, you know what I mean? And is rocking together against this wicked individual. But since then, we've seen some other things transpire, right? We know Real Life No Gimmicks was heavy and pushing, you know what I'm saying, using his voice, using his platform. And over there on his platform, it has gotten crazy. There's literally like double agents in the comments. You know what I'm saying? That man really has to question who everyone is, if they're really someone who's rocking with him, or they're some kind of double agent or something like that. Like, it's absolutely insane, you know? And once again, like I said, how the Epstein-like one is over there acting like he could care less. You know what I mean? We know they're up in that platform all the time in those chats in one capacity or another. But it was kind of wild to see that Real Life No Gimmicks now is getting into it with Pino's homie, T-Mac. And it was rather shocking for me, honestly, to see T-Mac, you know, be going in on him like that. You know what I mean? He was saying that he believes Tazo or Real Life No Gimmicks, one of them, you know, snitched on him and pulled down his Instagram platform. I don't know. I was surprised, like, because, you know, whenever I did watch, you know, Pino's videos and whatnot, and once again, y'all, Pino's, it seems Pino is kind of silently separating himself from Moustein as he's moved on and continuing on with his content. I wonder if he will come out and speak out next. You know what I mean? Like, if he will say something, or he'll just continue to kind of, you know, trend away and just keep it moving. Who knows? Hit the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. But, you know, T-Mac I always looked at, like when Pino and Milk were arguing in the car on live and everything, T-Mac kind of seemed like he was trying to be the voice of reason and calm things down. Like, that's the way that I looked at dude. But it seems like he's been turned up lately, you know? I don't know. Y'all hit the comments and let me know what you guys think about that situation. And then what does everyone think about all these other guys with these fights, right? We seen Viking Fitness come out and, you know, he said it's going to be the racist versus the offender, right? Just hit the cash apps and everyone jump in the comments. I'm curious exactly as to how that works. Like, is it just like crowdsourcing or whatever, where like people donate and then when like there's a certain level of money put in, then the fight goes down, or what do y'all think? There was some people in a live stream that I was in last night that said that they feel like it's a cash grab. I don't know. It was just kind of odd though. You know what I mean? Because we saw Viking Fitness come out and say, yeah, I spoke to the offender and it's indeed going to be the racist versus the offender going down. You know what I mean? But then we saw another video come out from some guy named like Frisco Dom or something like that. Like, after Viking Fitness chimed in, there's been a lot of other people chiming in. That Southpaw guy, a whole bunch of people. Y'all can comment and let me know what you guys think about that. But he said that him and Moustein spoke, but then on the Frisco Dom guy's video, we heard Moustein talking about that guy's not a real fighter. He's a buster. He's an amateur. And at the end of the day, it's kind of confusing as to what's really going on. But what do y'all think? Do you guys think that there will indeed be fights that go down? Or do you think that it's just going to be, you know, a bunch of back and forth and then that's it? What do y'all think? Tap in, you know, comment below. And also, has ever in the history of YouTube, like I know street beefs and everything like that, you know, I'm aware of that platform and whatnot. But has there ever been a situation where there was just kind of a lot of people going at each other like this, and then someone like got, you know, like, hey, let's have a tournament. Here's some brackets. This guy versus this guy versus this guy. This, you know what I mean? Or I don't know. Like, has anything ever like that happened? Could that happen? What do y'all think about all that? And, you know, if you guys rock with J Coffee Talk, I always put it out there that I enjoy watching boxing and MMA and everything. You know, I love sports, but I'm not going to act like I have all the knowledge on, you know, combat sports and whatnot. So based on what everyone's seen, you know what I mean? If any of these individuals clash, do you think that they could indeed drop Moustein or what? You know, someone that I was in a live speaking with last night was saying that, like, at the end of the day, no one has really ever seen any official fights like that. That more or less we just see spars and whatnot. But I don't know. I just thought that would be interesting if ever there was some kind of event when there's a lot of individuals talking about getting to fighting, that there was some kind of tournament or something. You know what I mean? And also, real quick, like I said, regarding Viking Fitness, when he said it's going to be the racist versus the offender, there was a lot of talk about some of the things that Viking Fitness said and everything. Everyone chime in below. Let me know your thoughts about that. But what I do want to say before I move on is that if y'all remember some time back, there was a guy that Viking Fitness pressed. You know what I'm saying? They had issues, and he drove to the dude's house and pressed him, and the dude basically disappeared from the internet. But I was surprised to find out recently that that guy has been operating under a whole new platform and movement or whatever. Well, actually, the same platform just changed the name and has been trolling everyone all this time. Like someone, filled me in on that information, and I was like, damn, that dude's been trolling me too, always talking about why don't you make content about your own. And like I always say, y'all, I make content about whatever I damn well please. It's YouTube. Anyone out there who wants to make content, I encourage y'all to do it in whatever form or fashion or way you want to go about it. You know what I mean? I like to blog, and that's what I do, and that's what it is. But with all of this being said, like I said, guys, I bet you this guy really rues the day, getting back to the Epstein-like individual, rues the day that he stuck his nose in Milk 74's business. You know what I mean? As it kind of seems like Milk has got back to doing the content that he does. We've seen him do some interviews, some vlogs, and everything like that, and he's just kind of doing him. And like I said in the beginning, now with Coolio coming out and addressing the situation, it just kind of solidifies everything that everyone has been speaking out against, So, I don't know, hit the comments. Like I said, I really think Milk and Coolio should link up. Y'all let me know your thoughts about that, as well as everything else we touched on this video. It's J Coffee Talk. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're new to the channel, we talk different topics over here. It's all about tapping in with the people. So join the discussion below and sub to the channel. We drop content all the time. Music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more, guys. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.